Okay, so for delta, I'm going to end up using the e-tool for this part of the problem just so that you're aware. But what you're going to do is this on your resource page. You've already picked one of the hundredths grids for you to do this work on. So you're going to follow the following instructions. So it says 40 cents. This is where I'm looking right here on delta. 40 cents, the cost of Howard's laces can also be written as 40 hundredths or simply as 4/10. On your resource page of the hundreds grids, what I want you to do is you're going to lightly shade and label 4/10 or 4/10 vertically, so up and down as shown on the diagram at right. So this guy right here, this is how you're going to make your resource page look. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4/10 going up and down, shaded in. And so I'm going to do that using the e-tool. So I just clicked on it, it's coming up. So I have the same problems, just like they always do over here in this side. We have all the problems. I just don't like this one because there's not a lot of white space on it. It's really cluttered. And so it's hard to read in my personal opinion. And so what I'm going to do is the first thing that I need to do is I need to make my 4/10 shaded in vertically, just like they had it in the picture. You're going to do the same thing on your resource page, please. And then I'm going to label it. So I'm labeling it 0 and 4/10. And I do it on this side as opposed to down below like they did earlier, mainly because I think it's a little easier to see that way. So then the next part of it is, and again, I'm going to kind of scroll this down because I am in Delta here. And so I am looking, or actually technically, I guess I'm in Echo right here, trying to get it to maybe say what it needs to, but it's not. Maybe I need to actually grab my mouse for that. So I'm right here. So it says next in the other direction, lightly shade and label 1/10 of the grid. So I'm going to lightly shade, you're going to lightly shade it. I need to double click so that it rotates. And so going this direction, I'm going to put my 1/10. Remember, that's how his discount, how much he is saving, or the sales is on there. So I'm going to also label this 0. Oh, I didn't pick my pen, my bad. So I have 0 and 1/10. So again, I need to label it. Okay. What fraction of the grid is darkly shaded? What fraction of this grid is double shaded? It's kind of hard to see on this, in my opinion, what's darkly shaded, but what's double shaded? How much of the grid? So we have 4 of the little squares. Out of how many squares are there? So we had 100 earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our notebook here, right here. So again, you should have it shaded very carefully, going this direction and label, and this direction and label. And we're looking at these guys right here, which is, no, let's pick something that's easier to see. So 4 out of 100, right? So 400. How do I write this as a decimal? So again, if I read that aloud, 400. So we have 400 because that's in the 100th spot.